heard from Paul Kirby and Michelle Miles from Prohire and ProGreen that the ITT Hub is very much about collaboration, about people, about showing the new brand and being out there, demonstrating and allow people to see, touch and feel all of the great new technology that Prohire have available.
Michelle Miles from Prohire, thanks so much for joining me here today at the ITT Hub. What a fantastic event we've got here.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an exciting couple of days. I think there's so many great things going on around us at the moment in the industry. And to see it all kind of come to life and give people an opportunity to see the physical stuff rather than just talking about it, but actually seeing it and being able to touch and get a really good feel for what's going on. It's it's going to be an exciting couple of days.
And this has been a great event for that touch and feel process, hasn't it? Because I mean, I remember just coming out of the very first lockdown. This was, it would have been 2021. I think the first show was here. And it was literally just as we were still battling with some of the rules and regs and all that sort of stuff.
Absolutely. And it was kind of, are we fully coming out of this now? Can we start with a bit of normality? But then what was the new normal going to look like? And then there was that hesitation: are we going to fall back into it? And how's that going to have that further knock into the transport industry? How's that going to have a further knock on the temperature control side of things with lockdown and deliveries and everything like that? So it was an emotional roller coaster of kind of thinking that you were making some great headway, and then feeling that there was a little bit of trepidation, a little bit nervousness of how much of a reality is this that we're actually now coming out of it. So it was a nerve-wracking time, but it's great to see this kind of thing happening again, and I'm really feeling like there's a full swing going on now. Every manufacturers, suppliers are all out there taking it seriously, and and it's great to see the people taking time out of their busy schedules to come and actually see it. Yeah,
it's fantastic. So Michelle, tell me about Prohire, and in particular the division that you look after, ProGreen, how the two fit together.
Yeah, so Prohire are a fleet management company that specialise in anything from a 3.5 tonne van upwards, dry freight with a strong focus on the temperature control side of things. I head up the ProGreen division, which is all those things, but very much focused on alternative fuels. So how to decarbonise a fleet, or how do we start them on that journey where they can start from something very easy and very achievable, and then really focus on like the long-term goals of what can we focus on now, but what can we focus on in 12 months, 2 years time. So we're very much focused on the alternative fuels. I suppose the big thing with ProGreen, and something that we're really, really proud of, is we don't just supply those vehicles. So we will supply you with an alternative fuel vehicle, but we very much support the businesses from the day dot really of education, supporting the drivers. You guys can have the best vehicles out there that do the most range, that carry the best payload, but if your drivers don't buy into it, they are going to rag the hell out of those vehicles. They're not going to load them properly. And if they don't understand why you're doing what you're doing, why should they buy into it? So we work really closely with businesses to educate their entire business, so everybody buys into it. Be it the finance director that's signing the checks to place that order and to make that commitment, or down to the guys that are just seeing it day in, day out, rolling in and out of the business. So it's all about supporting and educating, but then it's also focusing on data and how do we use that data that the vehicles generate to, again, take the business to the next level, make more investment, drive their sustainable journey, because that's what a lot of the businesses are focusing on, sustainability and their ESG agenda.
Indeed, and I've watched the journey of ProGreen over the last 2 years since you've been pioneering and leading that charge.
Nicely done. That was a nice little jump in there, wasn't it?
Just slide them in. But I've really noticed that focus, and I think it really adds to the credibility of the proposition of Prohire and ProGreen in particular.
It's really important. At the end of the day, we're in a position now where companies have no choice. They've got to make decisions now when it comes to their environmental social governance agenda. They've got to be focused on sustainability, because that's the difference between changing a planet that is on that point of imploding, really, and that's what people have got to remind themselves. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a tree hugger or anything like that, but at the end of the day, we've all got a responsibility. And businesses have got different agendas. You know, they're being driven by shareholders, they're being driven by their customers, their consumers. And there's a lot of pressure on businesses, and there's a lot of pressure on people that work in transport to find those solutions at the same day as surviving the day-to-day battles of the cost of fuel, the drivers, the technology, vehicle downtime, all of that stuff. And then to go, by the way, we also need you to be more sustainable, and expect them to have the answers.
So why have you chosen the ITT Hub to kind of exhibit at? Because it's an investment, right? What do you get out of it?
We've worked closely now for quite a few years with Martin and his family at TCS&D, and absolutely love working with them. You know, their values are very much the same as ours. And the step into the world of ITT and them partnering was, I think, a great decision that happened last year. A big thing for us, this is the one big exhibition that we will come to, and we're really excited because this year we're able to do our new rebrand. So we've done a rebrand, we launched it internally with our colleagues on Friday, and then we've got our stand here today, and we've got our electric vehicles, and we're very proud of the fact that it's on the temperature control side of things, but it shows our new brand and it shows us what we're about, so that full circle of support that we can offer you as a business, but actually demonstrating our commitment to being modern and the here and the now. So it's something that we were really excited to make sure that it happened here at the show.
Fantastic. So for those of you that are in the show right now, then do go and look at the ProHire stand, ProGreen stand, which is down towards the bottom end of the exhibit hall. We'll probably edit that bit out of the interview. He says waffling. Oh dear. So what do you get out of an event like this? What does it give back to you guys?
Do you know what? I think we're in a day now where there's so much going on day to day, and there are so many people you want to sit down with, and there are so many people you want to talk to, and sometimes it can be difficult to do, but this brings everybody together under one roof. You know, I probably have more conversations with suppliers this morning than I have done in the last couple of months since the new year probably. So it gives an opportunity to bring everybody under the same roof and have those conversations that are really important now about, you know, we're talking to suppliers about how they can support us, support our customers. We're able to bring our customers here and invite them here, and not only are we talking to them on a day-to-day basis, but we now can take them round to, you know, really key innovations that are happening and go, this is what we're talking about, this is what you could have in your fleet, this is the technology that you could implement on your fleet now. So it's that ability to demonstrate and show rather than just be the talk. It's the physical stuff now.
So it brings together the community and the ecosystem of all the different types of businesses that actually as a fleet management supplier you've got to interact with, you know, for the suppliers of vehicles, the suppliers of software, of equipment, all that sort of stuff.
And I'm quite passionate about the fact of that, you know, gone are the days where we do us and they do them. For change to really happen, everybody's got to come together, and for that to happen, you've got to have those conversations, and you've got to bring your customers into the loop of things with your suppliers, rather than trying to keep everybody at bay. Everybody's got to sit down around the table and go, this is what we need to achieve, and how are we going to achieve that? And that's something that I feel very strongly about, that it's got to be people working together now, and not trying to kind of compete with each other, I suppose.
Michelle, there's a perfect note to end on, the key of collaboration and working together.
Absolutely.
Michelle Miles, Prohire and ProGreen, thank you so much for your time today.